Namaste and Jai Mata Di, and welcome to this, our fourth live broadcast from Tridevi Chamunda Mandir here in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamajit. This is the seventh night of the spring Navaratri, the 9 nights of Mother Divine. Tonight's puja comes from the Tibetan and Nepali Buddhist tradition. This will be a sadhana, that is a meditation, to the mandala of the 5 wisdom Dakinis. The term Dakini means sky dancer. They are personifications of divine feminine. They've been compared to the angels of the Abrahamic faiths, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and they've been compared to the Valkyries of pre-Christian Germanic lore. The mandala, which will be the focus of our meditation tonight, is in the form of a Tibetan or Nepali tanka painting. It shows a Dakini, large one in the diamond or lightning sow, and the corners of her mouth, she actually has 2 little boar's tusks. She's really a form of the goddess Vajra Yogini, which I'm showing you right now. This is an antique statue from Nepal. And Vajra Yogini is regarded as the feminine Buddha. And you'll notice the similarities in appearance between the Dakinis and the image of Ma Kali. So she's Buddha Dakini in the center. She's surrounded by 4 directional goddesses, a blue Dakini in the eastern direction, yellow in the southern direction, red in the western direction, and green in the northern direction. They each have their own functions and mantras. So, for example, Buddha Dakini, Vajrayogini, Vajravarahi, her mantra is the bij or seed mantra, Vam. And I'm going to show you a painting I did some years ago. This is a yantra, a spiritual diagram for Buddha Dakini or Vajrayogini. And this is the Tibetan character for the mantra Vam. And if I can hold this up just right, you can even see the shape of the letter somewhat resembles the shape of this dancing Dakini in the center of our mandala. So we're going to go through some Dakini symbolism first. And again, I think you'll find a lot of similarities to Ma Kali. So the Dakini has 3 eyes, including a 3rd eye in her forehead. This is symbolic of awareness of not just regular waking existence, but of other states of consciousness. So forms of awareness beyond the regular waking state. She bears a kapala, or skull cup, an offering bowl made from a human cranium. And this is associated with granting boons. The kapala also symbolizes the transformation of consciousness. And in her meditations, the kapala is often described as being filled either with nectar or blood. Dakinis have a crown of 5 skulls. And these symbolize what are called the 5 poisons. These would include anger, desire, ignorance, jealousy, and pride. And through our meditations, through our spiritual work, these 5 poisons are transformed into 5 wisdoms. The wisdom of Dharma, which is divine purpose, mirror-like wisdom, self-reflection, wisdom of equality, wisdom of discernment, and all-encompassing wisdom. And that involves wisdom of self-welfare, but also the welfare of others as well. She stands upon a yellow sun disk, and the sun disk represents one becoming awake. Below that is a human body till we allow ourselves to be touched by that divine presence. The arch of flames surrounding the sun disk is a lotus flower. This can be associated with prosperity, fertility, but also reaching the highest states of consciousness. Think of a lotus, a water lily, growing out of the mud at the bottom of a pond toward the sun. The Dakini holds a blade called a kartika. And the kartika blade is a blade that would be used in the practice of sky burial. So if someone dies, the body is cut up, given to vultures and other scavengers so that it may return to nature. When we look at this kartika, this round object on the top is called a dorje, and this represents divine power, usually regarded as a masculine force, and then the more feminine force is this curved blade. The hook itself on the end of the blade represents how the divine hooks us, how it catches our awareness. But the kartika blade relates to cutting away unnecessary attachments, those things that are holding us back from us realizing our full potential. I mentioned the boar's tusks at the corners of her mouth, and boars, along with dogs, jackals, wild cats, these are animals that one might find on a cremation ground or battlefield as scavengers. This attribute relates to the Divine Mother's function as a death goddess and the recycling of matter in nature. Boar's tusks also represent the forces that shape the earth. Think of erosion and plate tectonics and volcanic activity, just as the ground is altered when a boar uses its tusks to dig for roots. And the process of decomposition is really symbolic of us casting away these things that distract us from our true paths. She bears a necklace of severed heads, or sometimes skulls, 51 in number, and these correspond to the letters of the Sanskrit alphabet. So these are associated with the power of language, the power of mantra as a transformational tool. And also the letters of the Sanskrit alphabet are matrika, that is little mothers, little goddesses in their own right. So the fact that the Divine Mother is wearing this necklace is associated with really all of the possible frequencies of divine energy. She holds a skull staff called a katvanga, And a typical Katvanga, like this small ceremonial one, we can see a freshly cut head, a head in decomposition, and a bare skull. And the Katvanga skull staff represents mastering or learning from change, not fearing it. Frequently a Katvanga, and I mentioned the three heads. So again, this is another symbol of letting go of unnecessary attachments. She stands on her left foot. This is called the Bharma position, and it's related to her power to remove unnecessary attachments again and ego issues that again divert us from our true path. Her dance is the dance of the cosmos and the dance of time. Finally, the fact that she's nude or semi-nude. The universe is her garb. And this also represents the fact that the divine is present in all things and all persons. And nudity is also the symbol of unobstructed truth. So our sadhana tonight will be given as a guided meditation during which you'll be invited to assume the form of the Buddha Dakini and her four sisters. You'll be charged by the energy of their mantras and their spectral colors. And in this practice, you won't just be worshiping the Divine Mother, you'll be becoming her. Most of the meditation will be in English, but there will be some chanting of some verses in Tibetan. You'll notice it's very similar to Sanskrit. Do my best to do it justice. During the meditation, I invite you to simply relax and let the energies of those syllables simply guide you through the process. In the end, I'll be making torma offerings. These are traditional puja offerings. And of this practice is from an organization called Tara Mandala. It's in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. For more information, simply type Tara, T-A-R-A, Mandala, M-A-N-D-A-L-A, into your web browser. It should come right up for you. So again, as part of our Navaratri celebration, the Sankalpam, the intention for tonight's puja, and for the entire Navaratri season is asking for the Divine Mother's protection and guidance during these uncertain times for ourselves, for our loved ones, and for the world at large, and also for health, and also for safety for ourselves, for those closest to us, and again, for all humanity. And with that, I'd like to remember a friend of ours, Suzanne. Her son is going to be having surgery tomorrow, and so we're certainly keeping both of them in our thoughts and our prayers. And rather than closing your eyes, I invite you to look upon the Dakini. Breathing full, deep, long, slow, yogic breaths. Letting go of the cares of the day. Letting go of anything that might distract you from our practice this evening. Just breathe those out with every exhalation. Breathe in a sense of relaxation. Breathe in a sense of peace. And breathe in a willingness to experience. Focus your breath and your attention on your heart center. And I invite you to silently connect with whatever form of the divine that you're closest to. Just acknowledging that we come through our awareness of that divine spark within. It inspires us when we leave our practice in the days ahead. And again, remember our sankalpam. For Divine Mother's protection and guidance during these times, for health, for safety, and for healing in ourselves, for our loved ones, and for all the world. We'll begin our practice by chanting the syllable Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. Jema. 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 With open eyes, I invite you to continue meditating upon our mandala, the mandala of the 5 wisdom dakinis. Visualize the mandala of the 5 wisdom dakinis in front of you as the heart essence of all refuges. In the center is the Buddha Dakini. In front of her is the blue Vajra Dakini. To her left, the yellow Ratna Dakini. Behind, the red Padma Dakini. And to your right, the green Karma Dakini. I invite you now to close your eyes. Breathe deeply and let the words of the meditation give you guidance. We take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, the example of his teachings and the companions of the path. We take refuge in the 3 roots, the Lama, the Yidam, and the Dakini. We take refuge in the 3 kayas, our true nature. The empty essence, Dharmakaya, the radiant nature, Sambhogakaya, and the compassionate manifestation, Normanakaya. Knowing the heart essence, within our being, and that of all beings, to be primordially awake and manifesting as ceaseless compassion, we cultivate the intention to practice in order to single-handedly place all living beings, our parents, in the state of the 5 primordial wisdoms. Take a few breaths and just rest in a sense of primordial purity. Prepare to manifest yourself as these 5 goddesses. Sit now in the center and become the Buddha Dakini. Become the fierce, luminescent Buddha Dakini. She stands upon a sun disk on a white lotus. Your right leg is raised and your left leg extended in the dancing posture. You are surrounded by a blazing fire of wisdom. You hold the wheel-ornamented Khatvanga skull staff in your raised right hand. The skull cup of blood is held in your left at your heart. You hold a Kartika flaying blade. With you is the consort's skillful means and compassion. Your 3 eyes of wisdom gaze into fathomless space. In your heart is the white seed syllable Vam on sun disk on a white lotus. You're the embodiment of the transformation of the confusion into wisdom and the understanding of Dharma. We'll repeat the syllable Vam 3 times. The first time, manifesting yourself as the Buddha Dakini. Vam. The second time, as the Buddha Dakini, you send out light into the cosmos. Vam. And the third time, the primordial wisdom light returns back to you from the cosmos, and the Dakini within you is fully activated and empowered. Vam. Now you move slightly forward into the east, and you become the blue Vajra Dakini. You become the fierce, luminescent, dark blue Vajra Dakini. You stand upon a sun disk on a blue lotus, with your right leg raised and your left leg extended in the dancing posture, surrounded by blazing wisdom flames. You hold a Vajra ornamented cutting blade in your raised right hand. The skull cup is held in your left hand, And at your heart, the Katvanga skull staff, symbol of the hidden consort, skillful means and compassion, rests in the crook of your left arm. Your three eyes of wisdom gaze into fathomless space. In your heart is the blue seed syllable Ha on a sun disk upon a blue lotus. You are the embodiment of the transformation of anger into mirror-like wisdom. We will now repeat the seed syllable Ha 5 times. The first time, manifest yourself as the blue Vajra Dakini. Ha. The second time, as the Dakini, you send out light into the cosmos. Ha. And the third time, the primordial wisdom light returns to you from the cosmos, and the Dakini within you is activated and empowered. Ha. You move to the south, turning to your right, and you become the yellow Ratna Dakini. You become the fierce, luminescent golden yellow Ratna Dakini. You stand upon a sun disk upon a yellow lotus, with your right leg raised and your left leg extended in a dancing posture, surrounded by blazing wisdom flames. You hold a jewel-ornamented cutting blade in your raised right hand. The skull cup of blood is held in your left, and at your heart, the Katvanga skull staff, symbol of the hidden consort's skillful means and compassion, rests in the crook of your left arm. Your three eyes of wisdom gaze into fathomless space. In your heart is the yellow seed syllable Ri. Ri upon a sun disk on a yellow lotus. You are the embodiment of the transformation of pride into wisdom and a sense of equality. We'll repeat now the seed syllable Ri 3 times. First time, manifesting yourself as Ratna Dakini. Ri. The second time, as the Dakini, you send out light into the cosmos. Ri. And the third time, the primordial wisdom light returns to you from the cosmos, and the Dakini within you is fully activated and empowered. Re. Now you move to the west, turning to your right, and you become the red Padma Dakini. Become the fierce luminescent red Padma Dakini. You stand upon a sun disk on a red lotus, with your right leg raised and your left leg extended in a dancing posture, surrounded by blazing wisdom flames. You hold the lotus ornamented cutting blade in your raised right hand. A skull cup of blood is held in your left hand. At your heart, the Khatvanga skull staff, symbol of the hidden consort's skillful means and compassion, rests in the crook of your left arm. Your three eyes of wisdom gaze into fathomless space. In your heart is the red syllable Ni on a red sun disk, on a red lotus. You are the embodiment of the transformation of craving into discriminating awareness and wisdom. We will now repeat the syllable Ni 3 times. The first time manifesting yourself as Padma Dakini. Re. The second time as the Dakini, sending light out forth into the cosmos. Ni. And the third time, the primordial light returning to you from the cosmos, and the Dakini within you, activated and empowered. Ni. You move now to the north, turning to your right, and becoming the green Karma Dakini. You become the fierce luminescent green Karma Dakini. You stand upon a sun disk on a green lotus, with your right leg raised and your left leg extended in the dancing posture, surrounded by blazing wisdom flames. You hold the sword ornamented cutting blade in your raised right hand. The skull cup of blood is held at your left hand, at your heart. The Khatvanga skull staff, symbol of the hidden consort's skillful means and compassion, rests in the crook of your left arm. Your three eyes of wisdom gaze into fathomless space. In your heart is a green syllable, Sa, on a sun disk, on a green lotus. You are the embodiment of the transformation of envy into all-encompassing wisdom. We will repeat the seed syllable Sa 3 times. First time, manifesting yourself as the Karma Dakini. Sa. The second time, as the Dakini, you send out light into the cosmos. Sa. And the third time, the primordial wisdom light returns from the cosmos, and the Dakini within you is activated and empowered. Sa. Return now to your original position in the center of the mandala and rest your mind in the vastness of uncontrolled awareness, deeply experiencing the actual embodiment of the mandala of the 5 Dakinis, the luminous manifestation of the 5 primordial wisdoms. If your mind wanders, sound within your mind the seed syllable Vam again without changing position. In the center of the circle, you are once again manifested as the Buddha Dakini, the venerable Vajrayogini. You stand on a sun disk on a white lotus, with your right leg raised and your left leg extended in the dancing posture, surrounded by blazing wisdom flames. You hold a wheel-ornamented cutting blade in your raised right hand. A skull cup of blood is held in your left hand at your heart. The Katvanga skull staff, symbol of the hidden consort's skillful means and compassion, rests in the crook of your left arm, and your three eyes gaze into fathomless space. We will now dissolve each Dakini of the retinue in order. We begin with the blue Vajra Dakini. She dissolves into her seed syllable, Ha, which dissolves into blue light, and then dissolves into yourself, the Buddha Dakini. Feel the blue light moving inside yourself. We now dissolve the yellow Ratna Dakini in the same way. She dissolves into her seed syllable, Re, which dissolves into yellow light, and then dissolves into the heart, your heart, of the Buddha Dakini. We now dissolve the red Padma Dakini. You dissolve into your seed syllable, Ni, which dissolves into red light and then dissolves into the heart of the Buddha Dakini. We then dissolve the green Karma Dakini. She dissolves into her seed syllable, Sa, and then into green light. And that green light goes within the heart of the Buddha Dakini. Feel each of those four colors swirling inside of you. In the end, your body is full of swirling rainbow light. And then you begin to dissolve into the white syllable Vam, which dissolves into clear white light, which then dissolves into emptiness. Rest now in the ensuing empty, radiant, unfabricated presence. Rest in stillness. Rest in silence. And re-emerge as the mandala of the 5 Dakinis for the protector's practice. So we honor at this point the protectors and the teachers. Hum Feldenakja Tedang, hum, to the glorious Ekajati, and Drang Song Khyabyo Rahula, holy ascetic, all-pervading Rahula. Dam Chendor Jelek Pasog, commitment holder, Vajra Sadhu of all. Ning Tig Nien Pyoiten Song Tsog, Yintig, friends, the gathering of the protectors of the teachings. Zamze Dotse Tormabul, to you we offer Torma, of pledge substances and Amrita. Neljor Dagla Gon Kyobzo, please protect us, the yogis. Chalwatrinle Maedrob, make the activities entrusted to you continuously to take place. I invite you now to take a deep, clearing breath. Become aware of your surroundings again, and slowly open your eyes, looking again upon the painting of the mandala of the 5 wisdom Dakinis. Om Ahum Hori, O Ahum Hori, O Ahum Hori. From voidness arises the vast skull cup containing the 5 meats and the 5 nectars. These are transformed into an ocean of transcendental wisdom nectar. From Ogmin, Vajra Yogini is invited, surrounded by Dakas, yoginis, dharma protectors, and worldly protectors. Om, Om, Om. Sarva Buddha Dakinye Vajra Vaninye Vajra Varochenye Hum 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 Vat 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 Sva. Om Akara Mukkam Sarva Dharma Namadya Nutpanam Tvata Om Ahum Vat Sva. Om Akaro Mukkam Sarva Dharma Namadya Nutpanam Tveta Om Ahum Vat Sva. Om Akaro Mukkam Sarva Dharma Namadya Nutpanam Tveta Om Ahum Vat Sva. Water offerings. Om Vajra Yogini Svavapada Agyam Pratija Hum Vat Sva. Om Vajra Yogini Sapadavada Agyam Padyam Pushpe Dupe Pratija Om Vat Sva. And now flowers. Om Vajrayogine Sapadavada Pushpe Patichaum Sva. Incense. Om Vajrayogine Sapadavara Dupe Prachita Om Sva. The flame. Om Vajrayogini Sapadavara Dipe Prachita Om Sva. Perfume. Om Vajrayogini Sapadavara Gande Gande Prachita Om Fat Sva. Food. Om Vajrayogini Sapadavara Navidya Prachita Om Sva. And all of our offerings, the puja. Om Vajrayogini Sapadavara Shapta Prachita Om Sva. Om Vajrayogini Sapadavara Om Maha Om. We prostrate to you, Vajra Dakini, Queen of the Dakinis. You have found the 5 wisdoms and attained the 3 bodies, thus aiding beings as Vajra Dakini. You have cut the bonds of ordinary conception, yet you enter into the activities of the world. O Venerable Vajrayogini, I request you to lead us and all sentient beings to that pure land of Dakinis. We request you, please, to bestow on us all mundane and extraordinary powerful attainments without exception. Ramyam Kamam Ahom Tsogze Doyan Yeserot Bagayan. The feast substances, desirable ornaments, and wisdom's play. Tsog Yesog Da Gridzian Lamadang. To the leader of the feast, sponsor of the feast, knowledge holder, lamas. Den som kilkyo neul nezizag. To the 3 realms of mandalas and the rulers of 24 sacred places. Pao kandrodam chen chosung nyam dakas. Dakas, Dakinis, Samya, bound Dharma protectors all. Dirsheg lungcho tsogye chopaze. Come here. Enjoy these offerings offered to you. Geltrul nogdang dam signyam chagsyag. I confess transgressions, mistakes, and samya corruptions. Chinag barche chokye ying sudrul. Outer and inner obstacles liberate into the realm of Dharma. Lang torzela trinle drupazu. Accept the Torma offerings of the remainders and accomplished activities. Guru Deva Dakini Gana Chakara Pudzoho Utsita Balingta Kai. Let this feast be enjoyed. Ramyam Kam Om Ahom Hahori Sarvadakinye Fem. Bless and transform the offerings. All Dakinis, come. Utsita Bakade Balikta Kakai Hai Gatsa. Take out the remainders. May any merit through this practice of the mandala of the 5 Dakinis, swiftly bring all beings to the realization of the 5 wisdoms and the 5 lights. And through that, blessings, may all beings without exception be liberated. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. And namaste. And thank you. So just taking a look at who might be joining us. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Just a few announcements. So Wednesday on the 1st, 6:30 p.m., our next broadcast will be a puja and meditation to the 3 forms of Kali as worshipped in the Kathmandu Valley. I'll actually be sharing with you a version of my daily sadhana. And then the next day, Thursday the 2nd, 6:30 to 9 approximately, Victory Day, the end of Navaratri. The Divine Mother has been slaying our demons for 9 nights. This is the night to celebrate the victory. I'll be holding a fire puja to the 10 Mahavidyas, the 10 great wisdoms. These are 10 manifestations of the goddess Kali. Some things coming up in April. We have a new event every Tuesday, 7 p.m. So that'll be April 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th, from 7 to 8. This will be a Tuesday satsang. You're invited to join us each week for a gentle yoga class, suitable for all abilities, and a meditation and a short puja. Different sequences and meditations are going to be shared each week. And then our Friday satsangs, our Friday pujas and satsangs will be broadcasted through April, 7 to 9 p.m. each Friday night. April 3rd will be a Kriya Yoga, Sadhana, and Devi Puja. April 10th, the Fire Puja to Ma Tara. The 17th will be a Yoga Nidra meditation and Devi Puja. The 23rd will be the next in our Ashtamatrika, the 8 Little Mothers Goddess series, Satsang and Puja. This month's Satsang, or part 3, will be dedicated to the goddess Kumari. And then a healing meditation called Jyoti Atman will be offered on April 30th. And again, these are every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Tune into the broadcast, same way you've been tuning into these. Bring up Tridevi Chamunda Mandir with Yamajit on the browser and YouTube, and it'll be right there for you. And as always, everything will be recorded, and you're welcome to watch them later. And for more information, or to subscribe to our weekly events email, please contact me at omcdevi, AUMCDEVI, at gmail.com. Again, omcdevi at gmail.com. Thank everyone for joining us tonight. Wish you a wonderful evening following our meditation, and have a great day ahead. And I will see you Wednesday at the same time. Jai Ma, Jai Mata Di, and Namaste.